Alright, hi everyone. Welcome back to the Break the Walls Invitational. I'm Kyrie subbing up for Jensen. So, along with me is Kizzy, our special guest, and we're gonna hit right into our next match, Ayansaki versus GM Alden. Yeah, so Kizzy, you watched Alden's earlier game against DR Fierce. How do you feel about him as a player?
I think Alden, he showed a lot of great talents of like adaptation, right? He felt like his adaptation really stood out for many things, and I feel like his skill to adapt on the fly in a set like this is going to really be a huge threat in the lower bracket right now. I feel like anybody right now is going to be should be very worried about, oh, I have to really have multiple game plans to fight this type of Ramblethal.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in this tournament actually had their eyes on Alden for quite a while, especially DR Fierce. From the interview video, they had a bit of history where Alden took the launch tournament over Fierce. So I'm very sure Fierce has been hitting the lab, trying to think of counter plays against Ramblethal, and that really showed in the first half of their set. But later on during the second half, Alden showed a lot of adjustments. He was starting to navigate around Gio's moves a lot more. So I'm really looking forward to see how they can carry him across the rest of the tournament as well.
Yeah, and I really like those little things right there is what make fighting games so beautiful. It's like you see like these little adjustments, you see these game plans that a player have, and it looks very strong. But then because we're playing in an environment where it's first to four, you get to see these variable adjustments. So it's very good, and I'm really happy to see more of this friendly player.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so the match is starting right now. Right away, Alden gets 2K, doesn't get anything off it. Right, both players just feeding each other out, or this could just be a button check. Could go either way. Yep.
Yeah, both of them is definitely looking like this is looking like a fight. The buttons are being checked, but what else is being checked is neutral, and that was a very good close slash counter.
Oh god.
And honestly, Ayansaki has been showing a lot of like very unique openings with Anji, and it's making me very impressive right now. Very impressed by it.
Yeah, definitely. Ayansaki has a lot of very unique baits. He likes to throw outside of range just to bait his opponent glitching and then punishing. Oh my god, the burst bait as well. Yeah, Ayansaki is really sharp with the burst awareness so far in this tournament.
Yeah.
Right, but Alden opens up the next round with a run-up grab. And now they're staring each other again.
Oh, nice air back that trying to catch forward, and that was great confirm into the corner. A lot of damage, not a hard knockdown, but you get the meter bonus and you get up Garo saying
he's gonna get another one. And that's one of the things that makes Ram so lethal. It's the ability to break the wall so easily. Right, so now we're gonna go into butterfly mix-up. It's the no mix-up.
Oh, yes, the hard bait super. And that is the first time I ever see people convert from the high fusion. That was very good. A lot of damage. That hurt. That hurt.
Oh, what's gonna be?
Wow.
I thought he was gonna go for a grab. I'm pretty sure Alden
that was so impressive. That was kind of impressive. Wow.
Ayans's ability to open up the opponent like that in very unorthodox ways. Like, so we know that Aji's mix-up ability may not be as strong as some other characters, but the fact that Ayans is getting around that, he's baiting the burst.
And let me tell you, my man, he is baiting bursts like he's playing older Guilty Gear. Like those are all burst safe. Like these burst safe combos. Very nice jump. Okay, keep him on the ground. Nice fight. Nice check with the P. He air throw. Ayansaki is showing very strong play right now against Alden.
And as expected from one of the other characters, one of the other players that people were very cautious about. Ayansaki, even though he's in the lower bracket right now, he's showing that he is hungry and he wants to get it. Alright, but now
right now Alden is showing that I'm also hungry too, and I'm going to show you that I can adapt to this type of game plan no matter how strong you are.
Alright, let's see what the mix is going to be.
Very nice watch rate. Everybody's ready for that. It seems like everybody's ready for that. They really did their homework versus Alden.
Yeah.
So Alden's going to have to make the adjustment on how to open people up now.
Oh, tries to go for the grab, gets backdash,
yep.
hold out. Iron very, very strong with the heartbeats.
Okay, nice. Break the wall.
Alright, let's see what the something's gonna be. Oh, nice, gets the PRC to the grab.
That was very good. Okay, this is actually very close. Oh, but now he got the meter bonus. Now he can extend the pressure.
Ah, he flinched, yeah.
With the 2S. Oh,
Yeah,
that was very good.
Nice.
Yup, that was very good. Oh man, that was a very great stagger right there.
Iron's frame traps and burst baits all have had such a high success ratio.
Iron conditioned him with doing run up close slash, and now he mixed it up with run up close slash 2S, and that was a very, very slight adjustment to get the opening versus your opponent.
Yeah, he spins
that time he didn't try to break the burst right there, so I guess he assumed that he learned his lesson there, but he was like, nah, I'm still gonna burst here anyway, and I'm gonna hit you with the coup, drop the combo, what it do?
Here we go. Oh, gets YRC down. Alright, and Alden manages to switch sides by jumping out. Iron looking very comfortable in the corner though. Oh, but just as I say that, he flinches and gets hit by the chest unit though.
And like I say, man, everybody in the corner is human, no matter how good you are.
You're gonna have to
what an
yeah. Oh, he gets a grab of his own.
Oh, this is good. This is Angi's best tool, which is throw.
By one of Ram's best tools, fast dash.
Yeah.
Right, still Iron on a strong lead here. That's using that round one too much to hurt his mental state. Let's see what Alden can do about it.
Yep, he is trying to challenge the forward slash and using the parry to get around the neutral. And I think this is going to be a pretty good hard thing to Alden to adjust to, because now he has to change his timing of how he uses the strikes to try to counter attack the parry that Iron is doing.
Yeah, that's right.
Very good speed.
There's a lot of Ram's best, one of Ram's best moves is her superior range, but the fact that most of those long range moves are also quite slow means that if Iron manages to parry them, he'll get more often than not to be able to punish them.
Yes, exactly. You have to be very preemptive as Ramathal. So now you having the parry option, now you have to be very cautious about how you be preemptive.
Yeah, man. Oh, he gets the Nagiha is gonna combo into the. No, let's play, but he gets the beating.
Oh my god, my man, he said, take these fans.
So good with
those. He said he's big fan. Big fan. Oh, nice. Pushing back.
Nice. Good 6P.
Oh, very good 6P. Didn't really get a lot, but you know, the fact that he shut him down was more than enough.
Even if you don't get a lot of reward off of beating certain things, you have to show your opponent that you're ready for their offense. That might be enough. Oh, he gets the overhead!
Oh, got him sleeping, man. He was falling asleep dreaming about the far slash heavy slash and got hit with the overhead.
Oh, but calls out the grab. Iron bursts him back into the corner. Oh, he gets the jump dust whip into the slash.
Oh, he's trying to run up throw. Man, it's not looking good for Alden right now. Alden looks like he can't run his game because of the far slash heavy slash, but he got in right now. We're good.
The record counter hit, yep. And now he has the, now he's going to be able to his favorite mix up. Ah, yes. The double grab.
Wow. Yep.
Alright. Alden manages to claw his way back, get one round. Right, so it certainly seems that he's starting to be a bit more cautious about using his, his go-to moves like fast slash. So let's hope that this continues. Yeah. So he Iron all throughout this tournament is showing that there's a lot of situations where he looks like he misjudged a normal or threw something out by mistake. But as usual, it's just all about his blend to punish your opponent. Like everything from like jump dust to the Ko as usual. Like everybody knows that Ko is actually super safe. But the stuff like jump dust into slash for the counter hit, he's really showing his unique personality here. I'm pretty sure I would have gotten hit by most of that stuff right there.
Yeah, and I really like those small variables, man. Changing your jump art against character that is like very, very reactive. And one of the things you got to understand too is like because she has a long range normals and those normals are pretty slow, given how fast it is to dash over, you have to be very preemptive. You have to make the decision if the player is going to jump here or are they going to run up here. So you have to be very, very cautious of how you strike. And like I said, man, Ian took advantage of that. He's like, I know you like to strike right here, so I'm gonna run up parry. And he got hit and he got countered, and he made a lot of momentum there. But Ramathal made the adjustment. It was like, okay, well now I'm gonna try to get closer to you, and I'm gonna bring the fight into you. So now you have to deal with these type of pressure strings. So I really like that a lot.
Yeah, and like you said, Ayan showing that he knows how to get into his opponent's head. That's probably something that he's carried over since he started playing Guilty Gear in like 2005. Yeah, so yeah, definitely the experience is definitely showing. He knows what people are thinking in certain situations. He knows that if I do this here, people are gonna try to punish me, but in reality, I have enough time to throw something else out and stuff like that. And the fact that he's doing this with a character like Anji, which I think a lot of people sleep on. Yeah, it's really impressive stuff. And,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the fact that people mostly view Anji disfavorably also means that people might not play him as much. People might not get as much matchup experience with him. Like if you play against, so I think almost everybody knows that close SS plus, far SS plus, stuff like that you are able to pick up because you just fight so many players. Yeah, but with characters like Anji, which are less common, I think that the fact that the character is not traditionally viewed as strong is also turning out to be an advantage as well, and Ayan's definitely making use of it here.
Yes, I agree, and he's showing a lot of matchup experience just fighting Alden a lot. So I'm really liking the little variable timings that he's just changing, and you kind of need that with Anji. He was using the frame trap, right? Close slash, run up close slash, and he realized that didn't work anymore, so he started doing run up close slash, delay to S, heavy slash, and that was messing up the defense timing from Alden, and that was what he was doing to capitalize, open him up when he was putting him in those bad situations. And sometimes with those characters like that, you have to have those type of mindset just to try to open the opponent up, especially if they're changing their defensive habits. So that was just very, very good adaptation, and and he evened it out, so that was really good. But Alden, like I said, man, Alden, he had even though he was down and out, he found a way to come back. Like I said, I feel like his adaptation is one of the strongest things and strongest traits. And he found his way to come back. He said, okay, I understand you're doing this, but now I'm gonna bring the fight to you. I'm gonna start throwing you more and things like that. And now that put Ian in a very, very situation, like a volatile situation. It's like, I gotta make a decision. What do I do? Do I take this? Do I take that? He started hesitating. And that was the type of adjustments that I like to see.
Yeah, definitely. I love how these players are just forcing each other to adapt to each other at such a high speed. So we're getting to see them do a lot of crazy creative stuff. And so right now the score is 2-2. So both of these players have 2 games apiece right now. So we'll be coming back to the game in just a bit while we work on some technical difficulties, but I'm just really excited. I'm actually glad that they have this time now to think about what the other player is doing and try to work on some counterplay to that. Yeah, I'm always excited to see players after a loss they just sit back and reflect, and sometimes you really see how that shows in the next game. Just the 2-3 minutes they took out the time to go back to character select, think about what went wrong, think about what they can do. Sometimes you really see some real good epiphanies come out of that, and then they just move on to take the set. So I'm really excited to see what these 2 players are thinking about right now.
Yep, and once again, man, shout outs to Arc System Work and Bandai for this opportunity to create an event like this. And like I said, man, Invitational is always healthy for the scene. and you get a chance to see so many talent, you know, from their perspective games and their perspective players are just like they're just so strong at their own skill set. So that's really good, and thank you guys so much for that, Arc System Bandai.
Thanks so much, Bandai Namco Entertainment and Axis for just supporting this event. It's really amazing. A lot of these players in this invitational are usually close to me in terms of distance, so it's crazy to think that people near my area are actually thinking playing at this level. Because it's something I really look up to. And so the next game is starting up. So yeah, we can see what adjustments these players have made in their head and whether they'll be able to bring that to the game. Oh!
Wow, right off the bat, the close slash, man. The round up close slash is making a lot of big plays right now.
Yeah, but Alden gets the 6B and brings Ayan to the corner, but Ayan's not afraid at all. Just takes his turn. Oh, but he gets caught by the jump S. Oh, and now with the 2S, yeah, this is going to be a wall break for sure. Alden cuts the combo short, goes straight into the super. Doesn't matter because he's going to get his meter back. Ayan, Blue RC is back out and he tries to go back in, but
go for the throw, but that did not work.
And thanks to the positive bonus, Alden gets all the meter back that he needs. Yep.
Wow, and that wall break, man.
Even at the end of a super long combo, when the opponent's low on life, wall break still does a substantial amount of damage. Most of the time it's going to be enough to kill.
Yep, keeping the pressure. Yep, with the runner close slash, now he's going to try to make a change. What? With the 2S? Yep, there you go.
He's going to go, Oh, nice. Very good. Always nice, good keeping people in check with the 2P, even if he doesn't chain into a 6H. Just the threat of him being there is enough to make people stay and let you do whatever he wants. Oh, this is going to be just a sliver of life left on Alden. Anything will do it. Yep. And 5P.
Yep, nice 5P. That was a very good pattern. Wow, and that was perfect. That was a very slow perfect.
Yeah. Ayan just taking his time. He knows that, he's playing this character. He's disadvantaged in certain ways, but he knows how to use this character's moveset to its full extent. Oh, he gets killed by the
he called it out. Oh, that was a good call out.
Yeah, but I respect the burst to try and keep him in the corner. But Alden responds with a burst of his own. Alright.
Wow, and I really like that combo. That was a really good combo choice. Went for the reset. Now this might be game.
Yeah. Oh, but
he breaks the wall. Oh, the wall break was like, no, let's play some more.
Oh, no. It's okay. He gets the blue RC.
With the blue dash drift. Okay. I didn't know we was playing Tokyo Drift. Okay. Wow, what a blue RC.
Okay, alright, so right now Alden now trying to press his advantage and bring Ayan to the corner. Ayan gets out with jump S, but he gets grabbed. Oh, calls out the backdash with close S. Ayan fades out, doesn't want to take that damage. This is going to be a wall break for sure. But Alden gets another hit anyway. He's going to bring this to the next stage.
Yeah, and he got so much meter to work with now. But he did the round prepared, but he was ready with the throw. Throw him again. This is no. This might he break the wall. He might win. Oh, he broke the wall too early. Wasn't able to get that meter quickly enough.
But and he hit and the fast dash catches the backdash again.
Yep. Right. You can't escape from crossing fate.
Alden making some good adjustments there. Alright, Alden's swordless right now, so he needs to be careful about how he plays. He's probably just gonna hang back until he gets both his swords back. So when
and I like the challenge with the I really like the challenge. I really like the challenge of the 5Ps, but the 5Ps may not be enough versus the versus Alden. Alden is playing a bit faster now.
Yeah. Oh, parries the sword, doesn't get anything, but it's okay because 6H hits, gets caught by the counter hit. Sweet. This is gonna be a wall break again. Alright, so this round is looking pretty good for Alden. He has his...
Yep.
Oh, just
nice
in
throw
time.
with the burst. Yep.
Oh.
Knock him full screen. Oh, and it comes. That was a great yellow RC. He tried going for that reset. He tried going for that setup like 3 times, and Alden was just constantly just like, no, you cannot get that. No, not for free. Not for free. You gotta work hard for that.
Alden managed to scout out some of the situations where Ayan goes for a throw, and he's been ready for them every time. But it's barely not enough to punish. Oh, we get killed.
Nice
Oh
close
my
side.
god. The
This is going to be this is one of his good starters right now.
Oh, yep, this is gonna be a punish.
Dancing on him. Yep. Fly my little gorilla with the mix up.
Oh,
he
mix
faked them out.
sweep.
Okay, nice with the run up close side. He's very scared now.
Oh,
Oh, he tried to jump. Did you see the adaptation though? He was like,
yeah.
I know you want to jump here. That was so
He
good.
was so ready. There wasn't even a moment to see whether or not the Alden was standing still or not. Oh, but Alden has him in the corner now. It's gonna be the classic Stego's throw
this
mix
is Ram.
up.
This is where Ram kind of lethal is. Ram kind of lethal when you got you in the corner. Yep.
Nice.
She mad lethal. Ram mad lethal right now. Oh.
Times the dust.
And this is match point right now.
Yep, match point for Alden. So calls out the grip. Okay, this is going to go to a butterfly. Oh, butterfly hits
let the little gorilla fly. Let the little gorilla fly. Oh, no gorilla setup. Okay.
Spins into slash. RC's a rain, goes into
look at this
slash.
pressure.
Look at some pressure is so daunting right now. Alden just coming out. Oh, manages to get the 6B into the Wrecker. Let's see what's going to be now. Dash in, jump slash, get the fast slash counter hit.
Nice burst.
He doesn't want to be there.
Oh, that dog will be cool. This is really scary.
Yeah, this is going to be a
he might lose the game. If he gets 50 meter, this might be a checkmate.
Oh,
here we go.
This is going to be, this
game.
Going to be
actually, it's going to break the wall. It's going to break the wall.
Oh, yeah, it's going to break the wall. It's going to have just a bit of life left.
He got
Next hit, anything will end it.
Yep.
Let's see whether Ayan can deal with this
That's
overwhelming mental pressure. He still gets the
he needed this.
No reason for Alden not to burst there. He's in such a good situation right now.
Now he has to play for the meter. Oh, he can get 50 meter. He might turn his high because he does have a burst with it. Okay, and he threw that sword. Oh, that's a sword. That's his neutral sword. What a dust! That was such a great dust.
The resilience on this man was amazing.
Both players.
Alright, match point for both players. Ayan showing an amazing amount of mental strength right now with that last round. Didn't crack at all when the odds were stacked so much against him. Managed to clinch out that round, and now he needs to do it again in order to win.
Yep, and now Ram got him in the corner. This is what Ram love having you in this situation right now, because now you got to figure out what am I going to do to open you up. And he got opened up real quick, and he broke the wall, but now he has a mid-range with positive bonus, and this is game.
That was such a good previous round.
Unfortunate. Man, that was such a great set right there.
Yep, that was
I really like the adaptation for both players. That was such a great. And like I said that Alden's biggest strength in the losers bracket was his adaptation. The lower bracket was going to have everybody being like, oh man, we got to make sure. We got to make sure if he's going to figure me out here, we got to make the change. We got to make the game plan. And like I said, right now he's terrorizing in the lower bracket. Yep. You got to be careful fighting against Alden's lethal. Alden's lethal. We didn't even call it Ram lethal anymore. It's Alden's lethal.
Definitely. Like I said earlier, a lot of players have their attention on Alden, and just because he's in the lower bracket right now, it's by no means is he out, because he's showing a huge amount of adaptation ability, and I'm really excited to see how he's gonna fare in the rest of the tournament. Yeah. So shall we bring it over to Hi-Fi to give us his thoughts on the match, as well as to introduce the next gameplay mechanic?
Yep.
Okay, before we're going to the match analysis, let's look at the mechanic, the Blue Roman Cancel. Blue Roman Cancel is probably one of the most complex mechanic in this game. People is still trying to learn how to use this effectively, and we saw Ayan use this a lot, a couple of times in the match. Like probably that one using after wall break, both character in the neutral, and he used the dash input Blue RC to just dashing in and slow the situation down and get the advantage. And he also used it defensively once as well by using like the back dash into the Blue RC. So that was a really interesting use on that. Yeah, that one. And yeah, for the match, this match was really interesting. That FGC and said that like it is about the adaptation between both players. We see like at first Ayan successfully using the spin autograph, the parry a lot because Alden placing like far edge or 5H in the neutral a lot, and then like after Alden stopped pressing button in the neutral, we saw Ayan dashing in, just running in and apply like run into throw or run into crosses. I don't know, like we don't see this a lot of people just running in against Ram and get that cross-edge pressure going on. But then after that, Alden also like adapt to those kind of like mix-up situation in the neutral and start gaining back the momentum and got the pressure going on. So yeah, really great match all around. Unfortunately, like the last match kind of like snowball into Alden where he got the perfect at the last round. But I really like this match. And yeah, here going back to the commentary.